don't try this at home. This is, all right, so part 2 of my upgrades include something very special, something I am super excited about, and it's a bow mount trolling motor. A lot of people have been putting Motor Guide XI3s with Pinpoint on, or Minn Kota Power Drive V2s with iPilot on. I'm going with a Minn Kota Power Drive V2 that I just added iPilot to myself. Super easy install for that, so no video on that, but I'm going to walk you through the process of how we install a bow mount trolling motor on a Nucanoe Frontier 12. And I'm really excited to take you guys with me. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is what you need. One of the things you do need is you need a trolling motor. You need the bow mount trolling motor. So you need a Motor Guide XI3, you need a Power Drive V2 from Minn Kota, because those are going to be 2 of your more budget friendly options for going wireless. And that's kind of key to having a bow mount in your kayak, is not having to worry about a foot pedal and being able to control it with a remote. Let's get started on what else you need for the install. Some of the other things you're gonna need are this right here from Nucanoe, the Frontier 12 bow motor mount. Each boat is gonna have its own version. So if you have a Pursuit, you're gonna need the Pursuit mount kit. This is for the Frontier 12. So all you have to do is basically change the front handle out and put this on, and you have the mount for it. So we're gonna do that here shortly though. The other thing you need is a quick release plate for your motor, because you're going to want to take it off to transport. So this is the Minn Kota one, specific to Minn Kota motors. It is the Riptide one, but it fits the Power Drive V2 because they are essentially the same motor. One's just salt graded and one is not. So you need one of these to make sure that it's easy to take on and off your boat. So that's going to go on top of the bow mount kit, so you need one of those. The other thing you need is a battery. You need a battery to power it, and I went lithium because it's so light. I mean, look at this. I did have a Deep Cycle Marine RV battery for this, but it's just too heavy. I'm going from 60 pounds to 15 pounds, so really excited about this battery from Amped Outdoors. I went 60 amp hours. I don't know what kind of time that's going to give me on the water, but from what I've read is that 60 is a pretty good baseline for, you know, getting an 8-hour day out of your motor. So that's all I need. I'm not going to motor all the time. It's going to get me to my spot. I'm going to spot lock and it will be fine after that. A couple other things you need are you need a battery box, and you need the Nucanoe wiring kit. You don't need the wiring kit, but it just makes life easy. It came with all the plugs that I needed. It came with the exact amount of wire I should be using. So that's a really great handy way to get this started. It's a good starter kit. And if you get the entire bow mount kit from Nucanoe, it includes the mount as well. So it includes the mount, the wiring kit, which, like I said, has all the plugs, receptacles you need for the motor. And then on top of that, they include a battery box too. So you basically get everything you need in that one kit other than the motor and the battery. So those are the things you need to get this install going. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna have somebody come help me because I don't wire things. I'm not good at it. I don't think I know a single thing about doing that stuff. So I'm gonna have one of my buddies come over and help me out with that. But until he gets here, we're gonna do a couple things to get started. So that way when he gets here, we can roll right into the wiring and get that going. So let's get started. The other thing is, you can do this yourself. I could easily put this together myself. I could figure it out, but I know what I'm not good at and I know what I am good at. And wiring is one of those things that I know I should have someone else do. So if you have somebody else that has done this before or knows what they're doing, maybe ask them to help. You know, I'm getting my buddy a couple beers to come do this. So it's a good idea to have some beers on deck for a buddy that wants to come help you do this. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up. This is the Frontier 12 bow mount motor kit. It should have everything in there, hardware. Check it out, hardware's in there. Let's put this thing on. Hardware. Top, bottom plate. I believe this goes with the handle. So it'll go like that. And the actual motor plate as well. So, as you can see, comes with directions, and we are going to put it all together. Well, that was in there pretty good. So, there's already grommets in there, which is nice. So this install should be fairly easy and simple. Remove the handle from the front of the bow. Handle removed, grommets are already there. Don't have to worry about drilling into this kayak. Then you're just gonna put this, you're gonna match that up with the gunnel, and as you can see, it just sits nice and flush right there. Then what we did was we installed our quick release plate onto our large motor plate, and that was 4 screws and some bolts. So those are in, ready to go, tight. It's not going anywhere. So next thing is to attach this large plate to the small plate. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, it's on. It ain't going anywhere. And you should be able to lift the kayak with this, and you have enough room on either side to get in there and actually get a good grip on it. So yes, you're taking off the handle, but you can still use this as a handle. The next thing is to attach our quick release plate to our actual motor bracket plate. 4 screws with bolts. Again, it's got 2 positions. I'm going to put it in the forward position and see if I like it there. It makes sense in that forward position for me. So let's see. Maybe we'll mount it further back. I don't know. You know what? Let's try it in the back position first and see what we like. We installed the actual Minn Kota motor plate to the quick release plate. So next step is to just slide the motor on and screw that screw lock in, and put one more fasten point down, and as far as that part of the motor install goes, is done. So let's finish tightening this up, and then we'll get to sliding the motor on. See, the motor is on. All we did was install that quick release bracket, put it right onto the motor bracket itself, and here we are. Now we wait to wire. As you can see, the iPilot is already installed. I'll do a little cable management here in a second, but this is what this boat will look like with the motor on the front of it. I am just a wee bit excited, just a little bit. Reinforcements are here. Like I said before, I'm not good at this. I don't trust myself enough to do this, so I'm gonna let someone else do it and blame them when it goes wrong. But no, everything should be fine. He just did his actual boat with the same exact trolling motor, so I do trust him. We're good. It's okay. All right, so first thing we're doing is he's doing all the work, first and foremost. Second of all, he's gonna connect the wires to the back plug, because we're gonna run the wire from the back to the front and fish it that way, because it just makes more sense in our head. So first plug's getting installed now. He's doing that right now. I'm gonna go watch in a second to learn, because that's the point of this. All right, so about to drill a hole. I didn't want to let him do it because, well, but yeah, we're gonna. This is so heartbreaking. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting sick. I'm gonna vomit. Oh, that's gross.
I've melted these before.
Yeah, let me get the whole shot.
I'll try one at a time this time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, put it in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't try this at home. This is. All right, so second plug is going in now. Yes, that's 2 holes I put in my kayak. I know, heartbreaker. But we got plenty of wire to keep going, and we're just gonna keep on motoring. It's getting chilly, so let's see if our hands keep working, but it's going in nice. All right, so it is officially wired. Plugs are in, screwed in, a little bit of silicone for the ladies, and now we're just hooking up the plug that's going to go to the battery. So last thing, and then we'll hopefully be testing it. It is complete. Battery is done. All the connections done. And look what we have. A working trolling motor. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. All right, so that's how you install a Minn Kota Power Drive V2 on the front of a Nucanoe Frontier 12. Big thanks to my buddy Kyle. Wouldn't have been able to do it without him. We're going to shotgun a beer in celebration. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. You can see on my other videos.